Level 1. The child who saw his own fall. You do not remember your real home. You do not remember your parents' faces clearly. All you remember is the temple, cold stone floors, tall golden halls, and Jedi Masters who look at you like they already know something terrible about your future. You are only a child. But everyone keeps telling you the same thing. The Force is strong with you. At first that sounds like a gift, until you realize gifts can become curses. Because every time you get angry, someone notices. Every time you get scared, someone tells you to breathe. Every time you miss the family you barely remember, a master reminds you that attachment is dangerous. You are not being raised like a normal kid. You are being trained to become a Jedi, a peacekeeper, a guardian, a warrior who is never supposed to want power. But there is something nobody knows about you. Not your teachers, not the other younglings, not even the Jedi Council. The first time you truly touched the Force, you saw yourself standing in smoke holding a red lightsaber. And at your feet was another Jedi. You were too young to understand what it meant, but old enough to be afraid. So you promised yourself one thing. You would never fall to the dark side, no matter what. Then came your first real test, the Gathering. You and the other younglings are sent into the ice caves to find your Kyber crystal. Every Jedi must find one. Every Jedi must hear their crystal call. But when you step into the darkness, you do not hear a crystal. You hear a voice, quiet, cold, almost familiar. You already know how this ends. You freeze. The cave shows you your deepest fear. Not monsters, not death, not being forgotten. You see yourself older, stronger, and surrounded by fire. Your robes are torn. Your face is calm, and in your hand is a red blade. You stumble backward, terrified. That cannot be you. That will never be you. Then deep inside the ice, a small blue glow appears. Your Kyber crystal. It is calling to you, but the voice whispers again, "Take it. One day you will break it." Your hands shake. You reach out anyway. The moment your fingers touch the crystal, the vision disappears. The cold fades. The whisper goes silent. And for the first time in your life, the Force answers you. You return to the temple with your crystal. Everyone smiles. Everyone is proud. The Masters say, "This is the beginning of your path." But you know the truth. Something in that cave saw your future, and it was not sure you would survive it. Level 2. The Padawan who tasted anger. Years pass. You grow taller, faster, and much better at pretending you are not scared. Then finally, a Jedi Master chooses you. You become a Padawan. You get your master, and you get your first real mission outside the temple. At first it feels like freedom. No more training rooms. No more youngling groups. No more wooden practice sabers. Now you are flying across the galaxy beside a real Jedi Knight, wearing real robes, carrying a real lightsaber, trying very hard not to look like a nervous kid. Your master is calm. Annoyingly calm. Pirates attack. Calm. A senator lies directly to your face. Calm. You almost fall off a landing platform. Still calm. You ask how they do it, and they give you the most Jedi answer possible. Because fear only becomes dangerous when you obey it. You hate how cool that sounds. Your mission starts small. Protect a diplomat. Investigate missing cargo. Stop a gang from stealing medical supplies. But every mission teaches you something the temple never could. The galaxy is not clean. Good people lie. Bad people sometimes have reasons, and saving one life can sometimes put 100 more in danger. Then it happens. Your first dark side user, not a legend, not a story. A real person, a black cloak, a red blade, a smile like they already know how this ends. Your master tells you to stay back. You do not. Because you are young, Because you want to prove yourself. Because some part of you still remembers that vision in the cave and wants to prove it wrong. You charge, and you almost die in 3 seconds. The dark side user throws you into a wall like you weigh nothing. Your lightsaber slides across the floor. Your ribs burn. Your ears ring. And then the voice returns. The same whisper from the cave. You are weak. For 1 second, anger fills your body. Not fear. Anger. Hot, powerful, easy. You reach out with the force and throw the enemy backward, harder than you meant to. Too hard. The room goes silent. Your master looks at you. Not disappointed. Worried. The mission ends. You survive. But on the ship home, your master asks you one question. When you struck back, did you want to stop him? You say yes. Then your master asks, or did you want to hurt him? You do not answer, because you are not sure. Level 3. The Knight Who Broke the Rule. You pass your trials. Not easily, not perfectly, but you pass. Your braid is cut. Your master steps back, and for the first time in your life, nobody is standing between you and your choices. You're now a Jedi Knight, a protector of peace, a defender of the innocent, a symbol of hope. At least that is what people call you before they ask you to risk your life for them. Your name begins to spread. You stop assassins. You rescue villages. You survive ambushes. You defeat enemies who should have killed you. People start looking at you differently. Not like a student, like a legend being built in real time. And that is dangerous because you start to believe them. At this level, you are faster than most warriors, stronger in the Force than most Jedi, and skilled enough with a lightsaber to make enemies hesitate before attacking you. But the stronger you become, the louder the whisper gets. Every battle feeds it. Every injustice feeds it. Every innocent person you failed to save feeds it. Then one mission changes everything. You are sent to a burning colony on the edge of Republic space. The attack is already over when you arrive. Homes destroyed, families gone, survivors crying in the ash. You find one child hiding under broken metal, a boy, terrified, Force-sensitive. He grips your sleeve and begs you not to leave him. The council says he is too old to train, too afraid, too attached, too dangerous. But when you look at him, you do not see danger. You see yourself. You argue with the council. They refuse. You ask again. They refuse again. So you make your first truly reckless decision. You train him anyway, secretly. At first it feels right. You teach him how to breathe, how to focus, how to hold a saber without fear. And he learns fast, too fast. He is powerful, angry, hurt, and completely loyal to you. That should make you proud. Instead, it scares you. Because one night during training, he asks you something no Padawan is supposed to ask. If the Jedi are so good, why did they leave me to die? You have no answer. And for the first time, you wonder the same thing. Level 4. The general who started losing himself. Then the war begins. Almost overnight, the Jedi become generals. Peacekeepers become commanders. Monks become soldiers. And you are sent to the front lines with clone troopers who call you general, like you actually know how to win a war. You lead them into battle, again, and again, and again. Droid armies, burning cities, exploding cruisers, planets begging for help. Everywhere you go, people need saving. Everywhere you leave, more people die. Your secret apprentice comes with you. The council still does not fully approve, but the war has made everyone desperate. Power is useful now. Anger is useful now. Fast learners are useful now. That is how the dark side sneaks in. Not with horns, not with lightning, with excuses. You tell yourself you are bending the rules to save lives. You tell yourself the council is too slow. You tell yourself your apprentice needs you. And maybe all of that is true. But each battle changes him. He becomes stronger, colder, more willing to do what other Jedi will not. And the worst part, sometimes he is right. One day your battalion is trapped. The enemy commander offers a deal. Surrender and your troops live. Fight and the civilians in the city die. The Jedi way says there must be another path. Your apprentice says there is not. He wants to strike first. End it quickly. Save your soldiers. You tell him no. He obeys, but you see the hatred in his eyes. The battle goes badly. You save the civilians, but half your troops are gone. That night your apprentice does not speak to you. He only asks one question. How many people have to die so you can feel like a good Jedi? That question stays with you longer than any wound. Level 5. The Master who created a monster. Years later, the war has made you famous, too famous to ignore. The Council invites you to join them. You become a Jedi Master, a Council member, one of the most respected Jedi alive. And somehow, you feel more trapped than you ever did as a youngling. Now you sit in the highest chamber of the temple, looking down at the same city you once dreamed of protecting. But from this high up, people look small. Problems look political. Wars look like maps. And Jedi start sounding less like guardians and more like managers of a collapsing galaxy. You help decide which worlds get aid, which knights are sent into danger, which Padawans are ready for war, which warnings are ignored because there are too many fires and not enough Jedi to stop them. Then your old apprentice returns, not as a student, as a hero. He has won battles the Council thought impossible. He has saved systems nobody else could reach. The people love him. The soldiers trust him. And the Council fears him because his victories are too brutal. His methods are too dark. And his loyalty is no longer to the Jedi Code. It is to you. The other masters tell you he is dangerous. You defend him. They tell you your judgment is clouded. You deny it. They tell you attachment has made you blind. And that is when you finally understand the cruelest part of being a Jedi. Sometimes they are right. You confront him beneath the temple in the old training halls where you first taught him. You tell him he must stop. He tells you the Jedi are weak. You tell him the dark side is using him. He laughs. Then he says the one thing that breaks your heart. No, Master. You used me first, and for 1 second you see it all clearly. The scared boy from the colony. The secret lessons. The battles. The excuses. The pride you felt every time he became stronger. You did not save him from the dark side. You guided him to its door. And now he is ready to open it. Level 6. The Grand Master's final choice. By now, the whole order looks to you for wisdom. But tonight, wisdom is not enough. The temple is burning, not in a vision, for real. And the person leading the attack is the boy you once saved. The Council calls him a traitor. The galaxy calls him a monster. But you know the truth. He is your mistake. Every surviving Jedi waits for your order. The Council wants one answer. Stop him, even if you have to kill him. So you walk into the fire alone. No army, no council, no speeches. Just you, your lightsaber, and the student you refuse to give up on. He is waiting in the same crystal hall where your path began. His blade is red now, just like the vision you saw as a child. And suddenly, you understand. The vision was never warning you that you would become him. It was warning you that you would create him. He attacks first. The duel shakes the temple, blue against red, master against student. He knows every move you taught him, every form, every habit, every weakness, and worst of all, he knows your heart. Finally, you disarm him. The red blade falls. He drops to his knees, and for one moment he is not a monster. He is the child you found in the ashes. The council order is clear. End it. Save the order. But the Force is quiet. No command. No easy answer. Then he looks up and whispers, "Are you going to prove them right?" Your hand shakes. This is the final level. Not because you are the strongest, but because now you finally understand what being a Jedi means. A Jedi chooses the light when the dark side gives him every reason not to. So you turn off your lightsaber. You do not kill him. You reach out your hand, not as a general, not as a judge, not even as a master, as the person who should have reached out sooner. For a second, nothing happens. Then he breaks. Not with rage, with grief. The red blade stays on the floor. The temple still burns. The order is still wounded. The galaxy is still broken. But one life comes back from the edge. And maybe that is how the Jedi survive. Not by being perfect, not by never failing, but by refusing to let failure be the final lesson. That is your life as every level of Jedi. From a scared youngling hiding a dark vision to the Grand Master who finally understands it. The greatest enemy was never the dark side. It was the moment you started believing that saving the galaxy mattered more than saving the person standing right in front of you. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, would you stay loyal to the Jedi, or would you fall to the dark side?